Y'all join me in the invocation this morning. Heavenly Father, we're thankful for this day, and we're always grateful for an opportunity to serve you in our county. We do pray for your continued hand of protection on all our residents here and your hand of blessing, Father. Thank you for all you do for us. We do pray in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Join me in the pledge of the United States flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now the Texas pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Come on, yeah. We do have one announcement this morning. It's a proclamation. This is for National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Ms. Miller, if you'd like to come up.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Thank you for coming over today.
Thank you. The proclamation is, whereas the crime of domestic violence violates the basic human rights of safety and dignity, and in 2022, 216 Texans were killed due to domestic violence, and whereas the problem of domestic violence and teen dating violence are not confined to any group of people, but cut across all economic, racial, and gender and societal barriers, and whereas the impact of domestic violence and teen dating violence directly affects individuals and communities when society ignores or tolerates violence in relationships, and whereas last year the Women's Center of East Texas face-to-face services provided services to over 1,335 adults and 152 children who experienced domestic violence and provided 7,184 days of shelter. And whereas last year the Women's Center of East Texas provided these direct services to 61 victims of Harrison County alone. And now, therefore, we are requesting that Judge Chad Sims proclaim the month of October to be Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
Thank you, Ms. Miller. We're happy to do that and certainly appreciate all you guys are doing to stop or slow down domestic violence here in East Texas, especially our county. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any public comments today on any agenda items? If not, we'll call our meeting to order. It's 9:09 a.m. We're here on the 24th day of September in the historic courthouse here in Marshall, Texas. First item on our agenda, well, present voting today, Precinct 1 is Commissioner Hatfield, Precinct 2, Commissioner Timmons, Sims presiding, Precinct 3 is Commissioner Malden, Precinct 4 is Commissioner Ebar. First item on our agenda is from our auditor. Good morning, Ms. Haynes.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Item number 1 is consideration and approval regarding line item transfers.
I am requesting transferring $725,262.69 between line items.
You guys have had a chance to review.
Motion approved.
Second. A motion by Commissioner Malden, second by Commissioner Timmons. Any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion passes 5-0. Item number 2 is consideration and approval of payment of regular bills.
Requesting payment of $1,571,728.51. Of that, $494,965.31 is for e-text for the internet, and that's being paid from ARPA funds. We also have about $20,000, a little over $20,000 related to the sale of fixed assets for us turning in vehicles with Enterprise.
Very good. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion. Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ebar, second by Commissioner Malden. Any questions or comments? So this is our second payment to e-text?
This is our first payment.
First, okay.
We'll have 2 more in FY25.
All right. Very good. We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, our motion passes 5-0. Number 3 is consideration and approval of payroll for September 13, 2024.
Motion. Second.
Motion by Commissioner Hatfield, second by Commissioner Ebarb. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? None. Motion passes. Number 4 is consideration and approval for technical training for all JPs and their clerks for the fiscal year 24-25 to be paid out of the JP Tech Fund.
This is an annual request that I have. That way we do not have to come to court each time a JP or one of their clerks utilize the JP Tech Fund.
What kind of monies we got in that JP Tech Fund now?
Right, we have budgeted to spend for FY '25 $52,820. As of 2023, which is the last year that we have actuals, is $157,447 as a balance.
All right, good. Thank you, ma'am.
Any other questions? Is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Hatfield, second by Commissioner Timmons. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion passes 5-0. Number 5 is consideration and approval to pay 7 days, that's September 23rd through the 30th, at the new pay rate that will be effective October 1, 2024.
This is a request that my office has. What we're wanting to do, and we've done this for the last several years, is pay one pay rate instead of splitting it. The amount of time that it would take to split between the two different pay rates between FY '24 and FY '25, the one time that we've done it since I've been here, we missed our direct deposit deadline. And it didn't impact the employees because our direct deposit deadline is due on Wednesday, and people aren't paid until Friday. But some banks allow their depositors to receive the funds on Thursday, so we received several calls on the one time that we missed it, asking where their money was. So we are requesting that it's much easier and it's less labor intensive if we do this.
Is there a motion? Motion.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Timmons, second by Commissioner Malden. Any questions, comments? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, our motion passes 5-0. Item number 6 is consideration and action to approve a budget amendment pursuant to Local Government Code Section 111.0106, which is a special budget for grant or aid money.
This is the confinement grant that the jails in Willoughby had. The amount of the budget amendment is only $817,756.91. That is what we have received to date. We still have almost $1.2 million that's outstanding that we have not received. The last call we had, we were supposed to receive it by the end of August, and we're still waiting on it. So I keep in touch with our contact to check on the status, because these are funds that we have already expended that we're trying to get reimbursed for. They say it should be any day now. So, but they've said that since August too, so. But I'm still following up with our contact to make sure the money is coming. We did receive a small piece of it. We received less than 100,000. We got notice, 100,000. And when they still owe us 1.2, I was hoping we'd get notice a little bit more than just $89,000. But they say it's coming. It'll get here. It's just not in the time frame that they had initially said.
Is this the grant that's been talked about so much where they kept changing the?
Yes, this is the grant. They changed the guidelines, they changed our budget, they changed the process, they disallowed some things. This grant has been a challenge. So.
Well, thank you for hanging in there with them.
Just keep
Yep.
begging for that.
Is there a motion to approve this budget amendment?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Hatfield, second by Commissioner Timmons. Any other questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. Any
Thank you.
opposed? Hearing none, motion
Can
passes
we
5-0.
hold our payments to them sometimes and let them beg us for money? See what happens? It don't work like it.
Next up, Road and Bridge Department. You want to give us an update on how things are going?
Yes, sir. Good morning, Your Honor, Commissioners. So we finished up Fair Road in Wascom, and we finished up Jones Road. We've got a few tie-ins to do on driveways and stuff on Jones Road. The next court will give you a more updated list of everything we've completed this summer. Reynolds and Case supposed to start their chip sealing on Lansing Switch today. So with them,
How long do you, that's
they're,
pretty quick.
no, it's gonna take them about 2 days to chip seal, and then that next day they'll go back and fog seal. Then they'll get right on our chip seal roads for the county, our hard top surfaces.
How many miles of our county are they gonna chip seal?
It's right at 10. No, a little over 10, matter of fact. It's like 10.445 or something. So, and they'll go through it pretty quick. It'll take them about 2 days to do that. The chip sealing process goes real quick.
Yeah.
And we're focusing back on storm cleanup now that our summer's winding down. We still have a lot of trees to pick up out there to try to recoup some of that money back from Tatum.
All right. If there's nothing else, we'll move on to item number 1. That's consideration and approval of personnel changes for Harrison County Road and Bridge.
We've had one new hire since our last meeting. We have 49 full-time employees, 3 part-time employees, and 4 full-time vacancies right now.
Is there a motion to approve?
Motion. Second.
Motion by Commissioner Timmons, second by Commissioner Hatfield. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, it passes 5-0. Item number 2 is consideration and approval of utility applications submitted to Harrison County Road and Bridge Department as follows. Cypress Valley Water Supply Corp. That's 234 Hatley Road, which is County Road 4001. Sabine Oil and Gas on Darko Road, which is County Road 3326. E-Tex Telephone Co-op on Sid Craver Road, which is County Road 4132. Again, E-Tex Telephone Co-op on Field of Dreams, which is County Road 4430. E-Tex Telephone Co-op on First Street, which is County Road 4402. E-Tex Telephone Co-op on Central Avenue, which is County Road 4400. E-Tex Telephone Co-op on Twyman Street, which is County Road 4406. E-Tex Telephone Co-op on York Street West, which is County Road 4408. And E-Tex Telephone Co-op on York Street East, which is County Road 4405. And E-Tex Telephone Co-op on Main Street, which is County Road 4401.
Yeah, there's one water line, and the rest are fiber optics in Precinct 4. There's one gas line in Precinct 2, and all these applications have been reviewed, and they meet our standards that's specified in our utilities applications.
Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ebar, second by Commissioner Malden. Any questions or comments? Looks like E-Tex is getting busy on their fiber up there.
They're busy.
Just not on Blocker South, though.
That's all that's important, really, isn't it?
Right.
To you?
We
They're
got
pretty happy up in the Halton area.
I
can tell
bet
you.
they are.
We got a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, our motion passes 5-0. Number 3 is consideration and approval of private road issuance order number 81 for private road number 3664 located in Precinct 4, approximately 2,770 feet south of the intersection of Old 2879, that's County Road 3633, and FM 2879, running west off of FM 2879.
Yeah, Order 81 is for a private road. Like you said, it's off of 2879. And these are all at the request of ETCOG.
These are changing. These have been private roads in the past that they're just now.
2879, but once the path or driveway reaches 5 residents, they change it, they request that we change it to a private road number to make it easier for law enforcement to.
Okay, so this is cleaning up our maps that they've been working on.
Right, it's just moving their addresses off the highway and giving them a private road with an address.
So it's, when we say private road, it's not that we're relinquishing a county road, I mean, it's just in order to address.
Yes.
Okay. Will it change all our signs that are up on these roads, or
We don't have any signs.
we don't have any on those?
No.
Not at this time. Once it's an approved county road number, we will post a green sign with private road number on it.
Is any of these called, or they gonna have to change all their documents of, as far as?
So the 4 other residents that are located on this roadway that were addressed off 2879 will get a new address at private road 3664.
Hadn't had any call, I hadn't had any calls from anybody complaining that,
Not at this point.
oh, yeah, okay,
Give it time.
we'll wait till after the day.
Yeah.
All right, item number 3, this is private road issuance order number 81. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ebarb, second by Commissioner Malden. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, a motion passes 5-0. Number 4 is consideration and approval of private road issuance order number 82 for private road 4442, also known as Southern Pines Way, located in precinct 4 on the west side of FM 2208, approximately 3,030 feet south of the intersection of FM 449 and 2208 in the Southern Pines subdivision.
Yes, sir, this is gonna be the same thing, orders 82 through 85. These are all roads in Southern Pines subdivision, so all of them will be getting a private road number.
Very good. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ebarb, second by Commissioner Malden. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion passes 5-0. Number 5 is consideration and approval of private road issuance order number 83 for private road 4443, also known as Cottonwood Circle, located in precinct 4, running south for approximately 2,740 feet to its intersection with private road 4444, which is Juniper Drive in the Southern Pines subdivision. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ebarb, second by Commissioner Timmons. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, our motion passes 5-0. Item number 6 is consideration and approval of private road issuance order number 84 for private road number 4444, also known as Juniper Drive, running west off of private road 4443, which is Cottonwood Circle, approximately 250 feet south of the intersection of private road 4442, which is Southern Pines Way, and private road 4443, which is Cottonwood Circle, located in precinct 4 in the Southern Pines subdivision. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ebarb, second by Commissioner Hatfield.
Let me ask a question I noticed on the minutes, it calls, we got 2 orders at 85, but when you look at the exhibit, it's number 84. Is that gonna make any difference? How it's, or I guess the order number is gonna be what's gonna be filed. If the minutes just, it says 85 twice on that 4442 and 4445, but when you click on the order, it says 84. Does that make, will that make any problems for our?
I'm not seeing that, Commissioner. You're on the agenda,
I'm
or
on
you're
the
on the
agenda.
exhibit?
I'm on the agenda,
Exa-
exhibit. The agenda says issuance order 85 for precinct 4, 442. When you click on it, it says issuance order 84. So does that I guess my question is, does it matter that the agenda says 85 and the order says 84?
Well, I think we need to clear those up.
It's not the exhibit, it's the, for our agenda. Can we just approve it with a correction on the deal today? Or, if is it gonna?
Because it needs to
does
be
it
the
matter?
same. Yes, it does matter in case somebody need to go back
Sure.
years later and
That's
look
what
at
I-
it.
yeah.
82.
exhibits, they're numbered right, but I didn't know.
I don't see a discrepancy. I'm not sure where you're seeing.
Look on your agenda, exhibit,
285.
issuance order 85, and there's two of them together.
Oh, so that's a typo on your computer.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's.
The exhibit's
we
right.
can change that.
Okay.
I see what you're saying. All
Cause-
right. All I've got's hard copies. I'm not looking at the
Okay,
computer.
okay.
Cause the agenda is gonna be attached with this when you file it, right?
Yeah, I'll just make a note for us to update
All right.
that.
Just correct that number.
Update the file name. All right. We're still on item number 6. We have a motion and a second. Any other questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion passes 5-0. Number 7 is consideration and approval of private road issuance order number 85 for private road 4445, also known as Spruce Street, running southwest off of private road 4443, which is Cottonwood Circle, approximately 1,850 feet south of the intersection of private road 4442, which is Southern Pines Way, and private road 4443, which is Cottonwood Circle, located in precinct 4 in the Southern Pines subdivision. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion. Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ebar, second by Commissioner Timmons. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion passes 5-0. Number 8 is consideration and action to approve the final plat for Longmire Estates subdivision off of FM 449 in Precinct 4.
Yes, sir, this is for 449, it's 7 lots, it's a little over 7 acres, and it does meet all the requirements outlined in our subdivision regulations.
Is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
We had a motion by Commissioner Ebar,
Second.
second by Commissioner Hatfield. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion passes 5-0.
Thank y'all.
Mr. Davis. On to new business, item number 1 is consideration and approval of the following enterprise fleet management quotes and Bobcat Communications proposals. The first one is a new pickup it's a Chevrolet 3/4 ton work truck 4x4 crew cab. This is quote number 8244653, and it's for our maintenance department. It will be getting a ladder rack, a work bed, and that stuff on it from East Texas Truck Outfitters. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion. Second.
You know, this is all one item here, so let me just go through each one of these if you have a question or comment, and we'll just approve them all at once. I'm sorry about that. So that first one is for maintenance. The next one is quote number 8135853. It's a 2025 Chevy Silverado half-ton 4x2. This is for, I believe, the DA's office. Yes, sir, DA's office, and it's getting a lighting package, radio, and that's siren. The next one, quote number 8141104, is a 25 Ford Police Interceptor. This is for the sheriff's office. It's a transport vehicle, $2,560 in equipment added to that. The next one, quote number 8135828, is a 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 half-ton 4x2. That is for Constable Jim Weatherall. He is getting $7,300 worth of equipment added. The next one is for our sheriff's office, the jail. I think this is Captain Hain. It's a quote number 8135914, 2025 Chevy half-ton 4x2 crew cab. and it's getting $1,905. That's incorrect, that 2354 should be 1905, $1,905. The next one is, again, for a constable. This is Darrell Griffin, quote number 8135824. It's a 2025 Chevy Silverado, half-ton 4x2. It's getting $5,913, not $1,905, for the constable. And then the last one, again, is for the DA's office. It's quote number 8135854. It's a 2025 Chevy Silverado, half-ton 4x2. I think it's getting the same package that the other DA.
So we're getting 2 new trucks in the DA's office?
That's right, they got those 2 investigators there.
okay.
I think we're replacing, yes, sir, replacing, that's $2,354, the same as, up above.
Did we get 3 constable trucks?
I only saw 2 of them in
That's
here.
all I see on that. Would it be, I think it'd be a little bit easier if on these agendas that we had what department it was going into,
Yeah.
where we could kind of sort this out a little bit.
I agree, I went back and
Yeah,
added
I
that
went
just
back
so that
yesterday and,
I
yeah.
know where they were going
So
to.
if you don't mind, could we just get
Sure.
that listed, what department vehicles going to? I think it'd help.
Absolutely. And I think what department and who.
Hey, and last meeting I asked Becky, and I got an email this week, could have been last week when I was out, but I'll forward it to each way. It breaks down our enterprise, the whole system of what its actual, cost per year has been as we rolled them back through in the sales. So, I should've, but I'll send each one of you that
Excellent.
email.
Good deal.
You can take a listen. It makes it a lot more, for me anyway, it makes it a lot
Sure.
more understandable.
Yeah. And it's when you add in the resales, it's not.
Right, actual cost.
That's right. Yep.
So,
All right, so you've heard all these quotes for new leases on vehicles from Enterprise. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
second.
Motion by Commissioner Hatfield, second by Commissioner Ebarb.
Did the precinct 1 just not put in for one, or?
No, I think they did. It's just not on here. Maybe they hadn't got to it yet.
I don't know where it fell through, but I do know Constable Hickey's spending a little bit more on his add-ons because he works traffic, so I think it's a little
Maybe.
bit more on
Okay.
that. But that was why I was wondering,
We'll follow up on that.
follow up on
I
that one.
think we always have one offset, that's 2, right? Am I correct?
Didn't 2 get a new last year?
He did.
I believe so, that's
think
the
so.
offset one.
Yeah. These are replacing those 3 Chevrolets that we bought probably in about 14, 15.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got a motion and a second. Any other questions or comments? If not, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, our motion passes 5-0. Item number 2 is consideration and action for the reappointment of Rush Harris to the Net RMA Board of Directors. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Timmons, second by Commissioner Hatfield. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, our motion passes 5-0. Item number 3 is consideration and approval of the submission of the grant application for TCEQ regarding the Texas LEPC, that's the Local Emergency Planning Committee Grants Program. Good morning.
Good morning,
Sergeant
Judge,
Mays.
Commissioners. This grant is providing some state funding. As I understand, it's up to a total for the entire state of $475,000. But it's there to provide some expense money for this planning committee. I don't know if y'all have the list of the full committee in front of you, but there's like 30 members of this. So it's quite a large group. This is the committee that's responsible for helping put together our HMAP, which we're redoing this year, our hazard mitigation plan. So there is a lot of going back and forth, talking to folks that needs to be taken care of, and it's going to require some meetings. This funding can help pay for that a little bit.
Very good, I appreciate you pursuing that. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ebar, second by Commissioner Malden. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion passes 5-0. Number 4 is consideration and approval for the proposed interlocal agreement between Harris County, the text warrant system, and Harrison County with regards to communication system upgrade.
Yes, this is one of the interlocal agreements that we'll be needing to make. This is the first one that we've gotten to. This one, and if you should have a copy of that agreement in front of you. And I know the last page is probably scaring you to death because it's nothing but a list of prices. Now, those are not all applicable to us. What that is, they're just showing you, once you become a member, this is the list of fees that your quotation will come from. They're not saying that all these apply to you. They're just saying this is what the rates will be depending on what you need. Now, this will be our first step. This will make us a member as opposed to being a user, and there's a big difference, and it gives us a little bit more manageability with the program. Give you an example where we will be a member. Later on, as our ESDs want to join in and switch over their radio system, they will typically become users under our membership umbrella.
Very good.
So there's a difference in price between a user and a member. Do we pay a membership fee?
It will come out of this list, and once we get this approved, they'll start working on our quotation and show you, it will show us exactly what our cost is gonna be.
Isn't TxDOT paying that?
And TxDOT is agreed to pay that anyway, so it's, hopefully that's gonna be a moot number to us, but.
Very
Well,
good.
while TxDOT's on board with this, should we notify the ESDs whether they used or have upgraded their system yet and go ahead and include them under our umbrella, or is that gonna be a cost that?
But yeah, they can't do that until they're actually ready to jump in.
Radio group, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I think it would be good just to have a little.
It would be,
short
yeah,
note
we
to
could,
them,
we
Let
could.
them know what's going on.
Absolutely can do that. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt a thing.
Very good.
Give them a little advance notice of what's coming.
Yeah, we need to keep them in the loop as we move through this thing.
You
I
bet.
don't want them to think that we're doing something that's, that they don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Is there a motion to approve this interlocal agreement between Harris County and Harrison County?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ebar, second by Commissioner Timmons. Any other questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion passes 5-0. Item number 5 is consideration.
Judge?
Yes, sir.
I want to add one thing to Becky's comments about that grant earlier. That was actually done by two different agencies. The federal agency, which was the nightmare, was the CDC, Center for Disease Control. The pass-through agency was the state agency. We do a lot of the grants that way where the monies are federal, but they ask the state or some entity to be a pass-through. And the Department of State Health Services was our pass-through. And bless their hearts, they worked really hard to stay in touch with Becky and keep us apprised of what's going on. But I know in the future, anytime I see CDC, it's gonna make our ears tune up, so.
Thank you, sir. On to item number 5. This is consideration and action to approve the contract between Recovery Monitoring Solutions, that's RMS, and Harrison County Community Supervision and Corrections Department for the following services or products: global positioning system monitoring, transdermal alcohol monitoring, portable alcohol testing, and drug patch testing. If you guys have looked through the exhibits here, you've seen that this is, these are all processes used at our Willoughby Juvenile Center to monitor our juveniles, I think, while they're out of the facility. If they're charged to stay at home or only be at certain locations, this enables our juvenile probation officers to track and monitor the juveniles. This is brought to us by Shay Ransom, who's the administrator out at Willoughby. Is there a motion to approve? Motion by Commissioner Hatfield, second by Commissioner Timmons. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, our motion passes 5-0. Last on our list today is from elections. This is consideration and approval of the lead judges at the voting locations they serve, as well as the alternate judges for Election Day on November 5th, 2024. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Commissioner Timmons, second by Commissioner Hatfield. Any questions or comments?
Did this get the, location changed at Woodlawn? Or is it?
Still at Woodlawn Baptist Church. That's what it says.
Are we approving just the judges, or is this the location?
We're approving the judges
Well,
and alternates. So if he's gonna move that,
and the voting locations they serve, so, the last correspondence, last conversation I had with him, he was moving it back to the Woodlawn Community Center. So if that's the case, then if we approve this today,
well, I think we can do a follow-up and adjust this if need be.
That's what my church was saying, that it was gonna be out at the church, when all that.
well, they talked about it, and then, 2 weeks ago, I guess, or so, he called and it's been held for over 20 years there at the community center, and I think, I don't know what happened. They got some calls or whatever.
Let me call him right quick.
Yeah.
We'll make sure if we need to adjust this right now, we'll do it.
Is this time sensitive? I mean, do we?
That's what, I don't know.
Hey, Donald, it's Chad. We're in court right now, and we're looking at your judges for Election Day, and specifically the Woodlawn Baptist Church. Did you get that moved back to the community center? No, sir. We'll make the adjustment right now. Very good. Thank you, sir. No trouble. Thanks, bye. We are back at the Woodlawn Community Center.
We just make that motion with that correction.
Sure.
I'll make that motion with that correction.
So it was Commissioner Timmons'
Okay.
motion. Commissioner,
With
you'd
the
like to make
correction.
the adjustment to
Yes.
include to change it from Woodlawn Baptist Church to Woodlawn Community Center. And you were second, Commissioner Hatfield, and you're
Yes.
good with
I
that?
agree.
So we got a motion and a second, and let me make a note here. We have a motion and a second. Any other questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, our motion passes 5-0. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Timmons, second by Commissioner Malden. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, we are adjourned. It is 9:45 a.m.